This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149, and verse number 1. And it reads, Praise ye Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Sing unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, a new song. And his praise in the congregation of the saints. I like to start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, blessings, and many salutations to the Lord's elect. To the Akim scattered abroad, the full country of the earth that preach this truth with all truth and all sincerity, but most importantly, always with charity, man. And like the title of the lesson say, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, basically, man. And to bind their kings with chains. And I get the motivation of this lesson, man, from the book of Psalms, the 149th chapter, man. Because it talks about the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Seminole Indian, getting payback on you other nations, man. Starting with the chief of the nations, the Amalekites, which are the chief of the so-called white race, man. The small hatters, man. The 1948ers, the one that's running around the planet Earth claiming to be us, man. Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. We use those scriptures to show that you devils are a synagogue of Satan, but to clarify those scriptures, well, at least one of them was talking about the nation of Israel. But without further ado, I'm gonna get this quick 9 verses, and Lord willing, this edifying. And this is the book of Psalms, chapter 149 and 1. It says, Praise ye Yahweh. Sing unto Yahweh a new song. And that's what we're doing. This ain't the same old Christian doctrine, man. This ain't the same old, same old. It's the same instrument, but we're blowing a new song. We're blowing a new trumpet, man. This ain't that same docile, God love everybody, let bygones be bygones. No. This is about vengeance. The day of the Lord is about vengeance for what was done to his people. It says, and his praise in a congregation of saints. And we know the saints are the Israelites, according to the scripture right above this one, Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him, praise ye the Lord. So the saints are the Israelites. Verse 2. Psalms 149, verse 2. Let Israel, so the subject matter now is Israel, rejoice in him that made him. So let the so-called black man, the so-called Latino man, and the so-called Native American Indian, man, rejoice in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, because he gonna change our situation. He gonna give us rest. It says, let the children of Zion, that's another name for Israel, mind you, man, Tazadakia in the Hebrew, I think. It says, let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. There is a personal pronoun, man. It says, because he is our king, man, and nobody else's, man. He's the king of Israel. He's the king of the Jews. Verse 3. Let them praise his name. His name is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, a name that's above all names. Now we praise those names. We praise Yahweh by praising Yahweh Shai. And we praise Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. That's why it's Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. It says, let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation, man. Because that's what we want. That's what we yearn for. To finally be at peace. To finally be at rest. To really know what it feel like to live, man. Because Jake don't know what it feel like to live. Jake know what it feel like to exist. But to actually breathe and 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 not have to worry about no worries. Jake don't know what that's like. But you about to real soon. Verse 5. Let the saints, the Israelites, be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. And those beds represent rest. Because we ain't had no rest. That's part of the curses, though. Let the soles of their feet have no rest. We don't have rest here. The scriptures say, depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It will surely pollute you with a sure destruction. This place of America is polluted. It's defiled. Look at the state of our women. Look at the number it did to our women. All you gotta do is get on the social media platform, and every single female is showing herself off, exploiting herself like a prostitute. They take pictures backwards showing a booty. Like, come on, man. Destroy it. My body, my choice. They want to be men. They want to pick and choose, and man, it's just out of order here, man. It says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. And that's literally a two-edged sword. You want to know how I know that? Because of the next verse. What we gonna do with that two-edged sword? To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. So we gonna execute vengeance, man, with those two-edged swords. While we praising the name Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, we gonna execute vengeance on the heathens in the name Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. It's part of the good news, man. But what's good news for some might not be too good for others. Because when y'all had us in hardcore bondage and we was making y'all rich and y'all families, so and built up America, it was good news for the so-called white man. But guess what? It wasn't good news for the so-called Black, Latino, Native and Central Indian. So what's good news for some might not be so good for others. Let me finish this out though. Just a couple more verses. It says to bind. This is where I got the inspiration at. Verse 8. To bind their kings. Whose kings? It said heathens and punishments on the people. So to bind their kings, their rulers, their diplomat immunity, their hierarchy, their patriarchs, you know, and we can't wait to get you Moabites and Ammonites in captivity because y'all never been in hardcore bondage, man. Y'all don't know what it's like, man. Verse 8. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, around y'all necks and around y'all hands and around y'all feet. Y'all going into hardcore bondage to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor hath all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So we go execute upon y'all heathens the judgment that's written for y'all for touching the apple of the Lord's eye. The scriptures say, if you steal a man, or if he be found in thy hand, he shall surely be put to death. And when the Most High send his son back, whose hands will the Israelites be found in? The so-called white man, the bulk of us here in America. Even though we've been scattered abroad the forces of the earth, the bulk of us is right here in the hands of this devil, Esau, Edom. So, Lord willing, man, that was edifying, man. That was Psalms, the 149th chapter. With that, I'm going to give all praise, all honor, and all infinite worship, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors once again to the elders, the elder apostles, the great millstone. Peace, love, blessings, and many salutations to the Lord's elect. Shalom and Abba.